beginning at 10:35 Eastern Sunday on TBS.
It happens only once a year. World Championship Wrestling presents the Sports Spectacular of the season. Starrcade 91. Anything goes in wrestling's ultimate challenge of skill, luck, and survival. Starrcade 91. Battlebowl, the lethal lottery. December 29th live, only on pay-per-view.
Jim, they had a bowl with the wrestlers' faces in it. And listen, here's my deal. That just reminded me of an old swinger party back in the 70s. I don't think I'm wrong. It looked like one of those bowls to me.
I was smoking a bowl while watching this, and it didn't make it more entertaining.
No, it didn't.
I literally have, there's 3 weeks leading up to the show of the Starrcade 91. I have 0.0 notes on Battlebowl.
Nice.
0.0.
Yeah.
But I got like 3 pages on the 3 weeks of show before, so I'll let you do the heavy lifting for me on the actual show itself, because it was fucking weird.
This is the deal, guys. This is why Jim and I work together, like Jim and I almost. I know that was a very low hanging fruit.
It's all in how you pronounce it.
Yeah, I have almost exclusively show notes. I have. Let's look at this here. Oh God, I just saw Marcus Alexander Bagwell, and I got really sad. I have like 9 pages of notes about Battlebowl.
Perfect.
Itself.
I will lead us on the 3 weeks of lead up.
Yeah.
Of how we got to this place. We left the previous Clash, which also wasn't great. So on the 11/23 Saturday night, we opened up with the Young Pistols versus the Freebirds. Who have now flipped the switches. Freebirds are faces. Pistols are heels. We kind of saw that in the last event. But so they just now totally switched. And I don't know, I still can't care about the Pistols. JR makes a comment about how the Freebirds are flying high lately. Mm-hmm. And the way he said it, I know the way it was meant. Yeah. PS gets an inside cradle for a win. That's always exciting. And then, yes, we get the debut of young Marcus Alexander Bagwell. He has his first match. So I understand I'm a Yankee. And I'm not from that southern school of like Texas and Georgia and all this. Of grown-ass men being so into high school sports. Oh. It's concerning. JR knows every guy's high school and how they performed. And like, listen, it just creates a lot of question marks for me. I think if you're that invested in the work product of a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old, that might say something. I know who you voted for. I could, it's one of those situations. I know who you voted for, but it's just so weird. And he's just talking about how Marcus Alexander Bagwell from whatever fucking high school, because he's always got to bring up whatever fucking high school, because people outside of that 10-mile diameter give a fuck. But yeah, he just mentions like he knows everybody's high school. Like, you know me. You don't even know what college I went to. But JR knows everybody's high school. He knows the first girl they fingered. Like, he's just way too involved with the life of 15-year-olds. And I really wanted to stop.
Oh, God. And he is like, it is that. Because it's not just like, he was a hell of an athlete. He's like, he's got that, that great body. And that's why he was a bodybuilding champ in fucking 7th grade. And you're like, brother, chill.
He's like, chill. He was a great athlete. He played baseball and football in high school. And I'm like, I know a lot of guys who played baseball and football in high school. They weren't really necessarily great athletes. They were just, whatever, tall. Or again, you're growing up in these damn schools where there's like 30 people. No, fuck, he was on all the damn. He was probably on the girls' team too. They needed extra bodies.
Judy was for sure.
But yeah, and so Marcus, we have his first match. he's out there. He looks cheesy. He's that oh shucks
Got
kind
that
of baby
Floby,
face.
baby. Got that
And I just think,
Floby.
yeah, it's that stupid thing where it's like he wants to be world champion.
Yeah.
Well, I fucking hope so.
Oh.
Imagine coming in and saying, like, no, I kind of maybe like challenge for the TV title twice in my life. That seems like a good goal for myself.
And did you catch what he said? He says rookie really stupid. He says, I know I'm a Rocky. And I'm like, you're a Rocky? What? Is that like Marietta? Is that another language?
Again, his mother was also the English teacher in that school. That's how small the school was that he was a star athlete for. We get a 6-man title match. We get the Yorks versus Big Josh, Arachnaman, and Zeman. Terrence isn't there. Terrence wasn't there, and I'm like, did Terrence get caught embezzling from the foundation or something? And now it's just the other three. Yeah. But the York Foundation just exploded upon creation.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love that we're still rolling with it because it's been about a year now. Yeah. And Rotunda dropped. Mike dropped out by February, I think. And they just kept rolling with it. They're like, something's got to hit. Thomas Rich isn't hitting. Are you kidding me? And I think, and they added, did they also add Buddy Lee Parker by the end of this? I feel like Buddy Lee Parker is now part of the York Foundation by the end of this. It's just so, everything is such a mess. Later on there's an 8-man match, and I believe that's where Buddy Lee Parker is with the York Foundation. It is fucking wild, man. The nerds win, but the title doesn't change hands. Because why would you have a 6-man title match where the title's on the line and could actually change hands?
Yeah.
Paul E. Okay. So at the end of the 23 episode, everything sucks until the end.
Yeah.
And the end is where Paul E. comes out and talks to JR. And Paul E. starts introducing his new dangerous alliance. First, he calls out Larry and Arn because they got screwed over for the tag team title. And that was wrong. And Paul E. is going to come back and help these guys. I think they called Arn the Cruncher.
Yeah, he's the Cruncher because they fucked up Barry's hand.
That's funny. That's great. I appreciate that. So he brings out Larry and Arn, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then he's like, "And then,
yeah,
Stunning Steve comes on out." And I was like, "Okay, Stunning Steve comes on out." And then, Beautiful Bobby comes out, and now it's kind of like Bobby and Arn apparently going to be tagging up a little bit, and then Larry's doing something else, but all of a sudden Paulie just brings out this dangerous alliance, and you're like, holy fuck! Like it was just cool. It just kept coming out. It was like a clown car. They just kept popping out of that.
Yeah, this was amazing. And one of those things. It's like that's why Don Callis family works, right? Like it's this shit where you're like, there's no way he's just gonna keep adding guys, and then right at the end, the best one where he's like, oh, and then you know what also is genius about this promo, and I did write this down. Paul E. made this stupid, like, this weekend in the Omni, like, local bullshit that never works on a national television, work on national television, because he parlayed it into the announcements, like, oh, and on the Omni card, fucking Arn and Larry Z get their title match. They deserve it. Oh, they're part of the alliance. And then he goes into, oh, and Bobby Eaton, he's got a match against the Stinger. Oh, and he's our other fucking guy in the alliance. It was so brilliant on every level. He hit every mark he needed to hit, and he said fuck you to him. Because you can just see it's a shoot. Paulie fucking hates The Office. And he's like, but what are you going to do? I have all the guys. It's fucking amazing. Like, this is amazing.
It is. It's such an interesting situation now. Because it's even like Lex's crew are like friendly competition almost. Like they're on the same side. I mean, Medusa was in the car, in the thing to attack Sting, right? So like they're associated. So you got Lex with the world title. Yep. You got Rude with the U.S. title. And you got Steve with the TV title. So it's all these heels just fucking sitting on top of the heap right now, just shitting on down.
It's amazing, man. but you got Steamer and Dustin with the tag. You got Pillman with the light heavyweight. So it's like you got the right baby faces that have the minority of the belts. So it works. That's where all these like modern companies kind of fuck that up, where it's like, I mean, to be honest, it's like why the AEW thing with Hangman worked is because he's the perfect baby face to lose that belt to fucking Joe and still be good. And then you have Swerve coming in like it's one of those classic things where sadly Triple H, the meme of like, who's she gonna work with if she fucking wins the belt back? I mean, he's not wrong, right? So you have to keep that in mind. That's exactly what this is. This is like, well, if we're gonna fucking stack the deck against baby faces, it needs to be fucking Sting, Pillman, Steamer, and fucking Dustin. And so this was like some of the best shit that WWE's done so far.
Yeah, we gotta kind of see like those challenging baby faces because it does get short pretty quickly. You got Pillman with the title already. You got Sting who could chase, one of two there basically. But like, I mean, they're gonna throw more fucking Zeman at us. Oh. It's always gonna be that just shit face that we're gonna get. Just a white media or Bill Kazmaier. And you're just like, oh, cool, great.
Mike
23. Oh, come on, man. It's not the time for that shit, please. We end the 23rd episode with Lex and Mr. Hughes versus Steiners, which is pretty decent, but I think kind of ends with like a little fucky finish. So, but whatever, it's fun.
Yeah, it ruled. It was great.
11:30 episode. I don't have much. The Patriots are there. I'm so confused with them because I swear they were heels at Clash because they were fucking around in the lumberjack match, but now they're here in their faces and. Yeah. They may win a title at some point here. I'm so confused about everything with that U.S. title scene.
It's really crazy.
We get a fun Pillman versus Cactus Jack match.
Yes.
And that's what you always got to be ready for, right? He's just like, and Cactus, I don't remember him doing it so much before, but he is squealing his ass off now.
Yeah.
It's so funny because he's just so like Texas Chainsaw Massacre with it, like. And he's just squealing the hell out of his matches now, and I laugh every time. That match ends with Van Hammer interfering, because God knows, when you have a Pillman versus Cactus Jack match, what you really want to have happen is Van Hammer to make it appear.
Yeah, we need more Van Hammer.
Okay. Yes, let's talk about the 12/7 episode of Saturday Night, because we get the greatest match in the history of WCW Saturday Night. Because the show opens with JR. They've been telling us about Thunder Juice and Lager is going to be in the Omni on Christmas night. Yeah. And that seems like a worthy announcement because it's somebody coming from overseas. They've been showing us some videos of him. And this, to open the 12/7 match, we get, or the show, they mentioned that the week, Thunder Juice and Lager versus the former Pegasus Kid, Chris Benoit.
Yeah. And this is his, I believe, first time ever on WCW, I believe.
I would think so. I mean, if we haven't seen it at this point, right? And I think on the 12/7 show, I think they show the whole match.
They showed the whole match as far as I could tell. I watched very closely
the next week,
for any edits.
The next week they showed a shortened clip the next week. So yeah, yes. This week, the 12/7. So if you're like, oh my God, I want to see Thunder Juice and Lager versus Chris Benoit in the early 90s, the 12/7 Saturday night, we'll have a full episode or full match from Japan there for you. And so it's the best match that we've ever seen.
It is great.
On all of our watches at this part. It's such a good match. It really reminds us of what shit we've been watching.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I could think of was, it's just, you're sitting here going, why the fuck can't we have these? Why can't we have nice things?
Because fucking Dusty.
Why do I have Zeman versus Terry Taylor in my life? Why is this happening to me? What bad things have I done?
What did we do to you, Dusty? Yeah, this was amazing. I actually wrote down that this had to have felt to a kid in 91 that just like stumbled onto this, like watching color TV the first time for people, where you're like, oh, there's other possibilities to this medium. You're not strapped down by fucking Zeman. Oh my God, Johnny B. Bad is not the end all be all of the wrestling business. Holy shit. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It just shows up, and I'm like, I don't know if I messaged you or not, but I was like, holy fuck, like
It's like, whoa.
this is what we're walking into. So we had that, and then we had a match, probably maybe the debut of your homeboy, primetime Brian Lee.
Yes.
And Chris Sullivan versus the Diamond Exchange. I'm not sure if that is the first Diamond Dallas Page match we've had, or was he in like
I think
one match before the Freebirds? Yeah, so it felt like the first match where at least it wasn't a gimmick that he was wrestling; he was actually wrestling.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting too. 12/14, which would be the last Saturday night before the event. They show us the end of a 45-minute draw. And I believe it's a tag match.
Yeah.
I think it's Rick and Dustin versus Bobby and Arn. It was hard to tell because you can only see the one, and they're going to have a rematch with Ricky and Bobby on this show. But yeah, so they end with like this. And again, you're just kind of like, oh my God, this seems awesome. Why don't we get awesome things? Like, we don't even get this type of match on the pay-per-views or like a Clash. Like, this shouldn't be saved for like the Marietta crowd. Give us a fucking show when we pay $40 for a pay-per-view. We got Marcus Alexander Bagwell versus Rip Rogers, and this is where I was like, JR loves high schools, I literally give zero shits about how good of an athlete somebody was in high school.
Me either.
That's like telling me your 6-year-old was a good finger painter. My fucks are zero.
Yeah.
You can't make me care about somebody who was good at soccer in high school or whatever. So we're good, JR. Please stop it. Get Cactus Jack. With Abby comes out with them versus Pez Watley, who was one of those names that you kind of knew from back in the day. So I was like, that's kind of an interesting, fun ad as well. And then we get the Patriots versus the Pistols.
Yeah.
And again, this is where I always get confused. There is a fucking USA chant.
Oh.
Who were they chanting for? The Pistols, I believe, are from Montana or Wyoming.
Yeah.
And the Patriots are from USA, whatever. But, like, I don't understand what a USA chant is doing. Are the Pistols going to start crying because USA was mentioned? And then Big Josh and Mike Graham are a fucking tag team because the shit isn't bad enough lately. And, yes, and they're taking on Thomas Rich and Buddy Lee Parker. And so, yeah, Buddy Lee Parker, I wish they would have spruced up that name to, like, you know, Buddington Lee Parker or something like that. That had been fun. What was Buddy Lee's partner's name? I can't even remember.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What is his fucking name? There's like 50 people. 50 people. I wish there was 50 people fucking that knew. I don't fucking remember.
I'm like, how many what were they called? The State Squad? The State Patrol? The State Patrol. I'm like, how many matches do we see? I'm like, and the only name I can remember was Buddy Lee Parker, because after they mentioned him, I'm like, what's the other guy's name?
Looking this up, man.
Couldn't fucking remember it.
State Patrol, WCW.
That basically gets us through our weekly televisions and gets us to the Battle Bowl, which I don't even know if you can imagine this, but imagine if like Sting and Lex were on the same team. And like, imagine if like Scott and Rick Steiner were on like opposite teams.
Yeah.
Can you even like consider these things right now?
Yeah. I have the name of the second State Patrol.
Give me a multiple choice. Give me like 3 names and see if I can pick one out.
All right. Okay. A. James Earl Wright.
Yes.
B. Yeah, you're right. It's James Earl Wright.
Because I remember that guy was on like CNN News.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that guy. Dan Earl Wright. That was his name, I think. And so that's why I kind of had the names together in my head. Boom.
Oh my God, man.
Sorry, James Earl Wright. If you're still alive, we apologize.
Spoiler, they stick around WCW long enough to be on a 1996 fucking Saturday night taping. So
again, that is the road documentary I want. I want State Patrol on the road, following them in the back of their 85 Buick Cutlass.
Hell yeah. I do have 2 notes that I had about the TV, and they're very quick. I did want to write down that Bischoff says some shit about Jushin Liger on the last show we mentioned, and it was something. This is paraphrasing because I don't care.
Please read it. I know what you're going to say. Please read it.
Jushin Liger is the master of the lion and tiger. What does that mean?
You know, though, it's okay. It's not even the words, but it's like the tone of voice he uses when he says it.
It's so.
He's like, Thunder Jushin Liger is the lion and the tiger, according to his people, or something. Like that. Yeah, the way he says it is like so fucking funny.
You know, it's the same shit Vern was telling him when fucking Mr. Saito would come in, like when he had like the world title in AWA. He's like, so all right, Master's gonna come in, and you know, you got to talk to him like this every now and then, and you got to sound real Asian, Eric. And Eric's like, why? All right, because I'm a bitch. I'm gonna do whatever.
Are you sure? Okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dusty. You're so worldly. I guess so. I guess I'll listen to what you tell me.
Damn, Vern, you're so fucking smart. It's 1991 and we're fucking doing shit in front of a pink screen instead of a fucking green screen. I wrote Dustin Rhodes versus Bobby 1-on-1 was a hell of a TBS event, but I saw a kid while I was working that looked like PN News, and now I'm sad. This kid, literally, when I say he looked like PN News, it's not just, I mean, I'll just be real. It's not just because he was large. It was because he was literally doing like the yo baby shit to himself. Like he was literally like full TikTok kid. And I just...
What if he was PN News' son?
I almost went yo baby, yo, but you know, there's implications in 2026. I'm
not
trying to go to fucking hell or jail, even though I only believe in one of those. Also, JR let it slip, and I will find this now that we are aware of how, you know, we can procure such things. He let it slip that on the main event after this, so it must be the 12-15 main event show, they did a Thunder Cage 91 match. He did not mention who is in it. Nothing. He just said, tune in tomorrow for the main event for Thunder Cage 91. We will be watching that for the next show because we need that in our life, I feel like. So I needed to get that out there.
Anytime Dusty's popping out like some one-off special match, you gotta go, let me see how shitty this thing's gonna be.
Thunder Cage, here's the deal, baby. Hey, listen to me, JR. You need to go out there, tell them tomorrow night on main event, we're doing the Thunder Cage 91, baby.
Well, speaking of shitty things that Dusty came up with, what a wonderful transition.
Yeah.
The Starrcade 91, the Battlebowl/Lethal Lottery.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you couldn't use enough words to describe this, apparently. It is at the Scope, one of the coolest venues WCW ran regularly. I really love the ceiling. I always really loved the Scope, how it looked. It looks fucking huge here, too. I don't know that it was that big. In actuality, it probably sat like, 12,000 something, 10,000 something. But it looks massive. And they did a good job of lighting it because it's lit to fuck, which is crazy because I can't imagine a whole lot of people paid to be here. Who knows? But dude, they have the most 90s, like every color swirling intro video here too, where it's like, you could see every tag team you could ever think of.
Oh, so this is going to be one of those ones that will be, if you're like, hey, I want to watch along, it might be a little hard for you to watch along. The 2-ring battle royal at the end is on YouTube.
Yes.
The way we watched it was a bit odd because they just had like 3 matches where we're just like, and this is what happened.
Yeah.
Did you see every match play out?
Unfortunately, I don't know how I watched every fucking minute. I found a version that was like 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah, because I feel like what I watched didn't have Big Van Vader and Mr. Hughes' match.
You missed nothing.
I don't think it had the Rod Simmons Tommy Rich match, basically, I think that's the thing too. Is I said I'd have a lot of notes, and it's really because like all these matches don't really do or mean much.
No.
So to show us how wild the show is going to be, we open it up with Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Jimmy Garvin versus versus partner Michael Hayes and Tracy Smothers. And It's just, I mean, it's like any other kind of match, really.
It's
Dumb stuff at the end.
Exactly. It's only good because Tracy Smothers is amazing. And for whatever reason, Michael Hayes had his working boots on here. He fucking works that apron. He's clapping. He's doing everything he can. He knows this is a shit show.
Yeah, I think he has to. I mean, people don't know Marcus Alexander Bagwell yet. Jimmy Garvin is not the charisma hound, and Tracy Smothers, yeah, like he can go, but I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know him versus his part. You know, you put them next to each other, I don't know who they'll tell you apart. I can't tell like the both apart.
I mean, Tracy's one of those. He will be what he is later. Right now, he is just underneath WCW guy. And speaking of underneath WCW guys, Bagwell wins the match. The Rocky got the win. So holy fuck, him and Jimmy Jam punched their ticket to the 2-ring battle royal.
Wow.
Holy.
Wow.
Schiavone, I have a lot of notes about between the matches. This was...
Get me.
I don't know if this was ribbing on the square between JR and fucking Tony. They are very combative. And it's mostly between matches. Schiavone says... the Birds, partners in other circumstances. And I'm like, really? Is that like a
trafficking
rivalry or like NHL?
I'm going more trafficking.
Yeah, what do we do?
Trafficking, distribution, those types of things.
Yeah. There is a beautiful moment where, they're doing the fucking Royal Rumble thing. I figured out what this was. Dusty in his mind thought, we're going to do like our Royal Rumble before their Royal Rumble, baby. And they were like, okay. And so, like, they've got the little fucking roller. They've got the whole deal. And Magnum TA is the commissioner of the night. He says 0 lines. He is a warm body.
It is such a, like I said, we're watching these events in a weird way.
Yes.
And so, like, the show, like how I watched it, it just felt like it kind of just opened to Magnum TA. And I was like, where the hell did Magnum TA? Like, he was just there all of a sudden. And, there's like no lead up in the weeks up to the show, just Magnum TA showing up. And they're doing the daily number up there and doing some bingo.
This was the best one. Because as they do the fucking big reveal, which it was Stunning Steve and Rick Rude against Van Hammer and Big Josh, whatever. But what was great is after they said it, I don't know if it was a rib or production just sucked. They stayed static on those 3 people and they like are just cheesing. And there's a moment where Missy kind of like looks over at Eric in the corner of her eye and she's like, I guess we're just staying here. And they just stay there. And then finally they fuck off. And it literally is like, whoa, it looks like they're like at the gallows, they're so terrified. And I understand that because I'm sure working with Jim Herd was very similar to that. Dude, Rick Rude and Stunning Steve were not enough to carry old Van Hammer and Big Josh here. This was not good.
No, it's that thing where you're like, one side of that ring really interests me.
Yeah. It was whatever. It went way too fucking long. Like, if it went longer than 10 seconds, it was too long. It should have just been the neck breaker.
It's about 13 minutes.
Fuck that, man.
So the first match was 12:45. The second match is 12:56. So about 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Next up, we get Dustin and Richard Morton versus they defeat Elegante and Larry Zbyszko.
This is so bad.
That's less than 6 minutes. So let's be thankful for small miracles. But then the match after this it's Bill Casimir and Jushin Thunder Liger, and they defeat Diamond Dallas Page and Mike Graham, and that one's 13 minutes.
Oh.
Like Mike Graham and Diamond Dallas Page as a tag team are out there for 13 minutes. About like literally, it's just like I want to see Jushin Thunder Liger just by himself for 13 minutes in the ring, more than all other 3 people there being interacting with him. Just let him just do his own thing. I'll be more interested in that.
It was painful watching Jushin Liger try to work Mike Graham. He would have been better off wrestling an inanimate fucking object. He would have been better off trying to just like crumble the entire scope under his weight. Mike Graham is terrible here. And then DDP is green as fuck, so he can't help. This is terrible.
That's what I mean. Like,
too.
Yeah, it's literally like three guys. Like it just, you needed somebody on the other side to, carry something. Yeah, DDP's just too new to have that responsibility, and Mike Graham is just too boring to have that responsibility.
Horrible. Yeah, really bad. Hey, but in February on Leap Day, Super Bowl II's coming your way. So.
Oh, don't tell me that. Come on, man. I was trying to have a good day.
Let's go. Let's go. In Milwaukee as well. Fuck. And then the next one, this is one of the ones where I was like, ooh, that would have been a sweet tag team like 3 years before this. Lex Luger and Arn Anderson against Terrence Taylor and Zeman. But Lex Luger and Arn Anderson together could have been money.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
It's like everything's just like, one side of that ring, kind of cool. Other side, total shit.
Fucking god awful. Fuck Terrence Taylor. Especially fuck Terrence Taylor as a babyface character with his shitty fucking ponytail. I almost said Tony Pale. Fuck. There's a cool moment too before the bell where Harley is just like giving Arn pointers, and I'm like, that's sweet. I don't even think did they ever even wrestle? Like, that's crazy to think about.
I mean, there's a lot of just like cool things. Like, you kind of like little things like that. The next match, it's Ricky Steamboat and Todd Champion.
Yeah.
They defeat Buddy Lee Parker and Cactus. Okay, but yeah, this one we must talk about. Yes. This is actually the only one I do specifically remember. So, okay, yeah. So, but my original point was going to be, it's cool. You get Ricky Steamboat and Cactus Jack together. Like, we just got to there's one point where it's like Arn and Stunning Steve are tagging. There's like somebody does those cool little things that you kind of get with this point. Yeah, so the next match, Ricky Steamboat and Todd Champion. Cactus Jack, they're all in the locker room doing their thing. Cactus Jack and Buddy Lee Parker are selected together. And this does not make Abby happy.
No, he's pissed.
Abby is not happy, and he thinks lethal lottery means you're allowed to murder your friend's tag team partner. Because he goes on to basically assassinate Buddy Lee Parker, and the rest of the York Foundation is like, fuck this shit. We didn't sign up for this. He's only been here for a week. He don't even go here. And yeah, so Abdul is just beating the shit out of Buddy Parker. So it's just Cactus Jack out there in a handicap match, essentially. Buddy Lee like crawls down the ramp, like bleeding. Like I said, I don't have any notes, so I'm freestyling all this on the top of my head, but it was funny and it made me laugh. So tell me anything I missed, but this was like the only one that was like fun.
It ruled. Two things. Steamboat hits the most perfect tope suicida on Cactus I've ever seen in my life. Like, literally, it's flawless. You got to go watch that. Then the line of lines, perhaps in the whole show, is Tony's like, oh my God, there's Buddy Lee Parker. Look, he looks like a man in the desert crawling for a drink of water. And JR goes, Cactus could be Mirage-like if you're hallucinating, I suppose. And I was just like, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Hey, you know what? We've got Cactus. We've got desert. Like, they use the metaphors that actually worked well together. Appreciate you guys. Next match, I don't know if this was one I was actually able to see. It's Abdullah and Sting versus Beautiful Bobby and Flying Brian. Part of me wants to say I saw it because Sting and Abdullah as a tag team sounds amazing.
This rules. Yeah, I saw this and it was great. It was very similar to the last match. If the last match would have constantly had that chaotic element of, at any given time, Abby will just start beating the fuck out of Sting. And then it just devolves into even Flying Brian starts beating the fuck out of Bobby Eaton. This is beautiful. This is like if a tag match became sentient or something. I don't even know how to really put it. It was great in the most, it's simply ridiculous way. Cactus runs to the ring trying to fucking cheat for Abby. He hits Abby with his little stick with the fucking head on it. He's like, oh, fuck. Sting gets in there. He hits a crossbody on Bobby, who's the legal man. 1, 2, 3. And then it's just violence. It's just more psychosis happens at the end. And then we just go back to the three goofs selecting names. And it was just so good. It was like they were held hostage, you know? Like, we've seen this insanity.
Abby and Cactus are just I wish I had a friend like that. Like, they're just the best team. They're just the best. They got each other's back, whether it's homicide, genocide, whatever they're doing, they're there for each other. And that's pretty sweet.
You know, you need a friend like that sometimes. Not really.
You do. You always need a friend who will have a spoon to shovel up somebody else's eyeball.
Exactly.
You always want to have that person in your corner.
Rick Steiner is that guy. And he is the next that is selected by the three goofs. And then his partner is Diamond Stud. Diamond Stud has, and I don't know if this is a shoot, but in my like world, I feel like he got there and he was probably fucked up. And more importantly, he was a job guy in WCW, and he saw the call sheet and he saw, hey, you're going to tag with Rick Steiner, but then you will get nothing out of the win at all. And he went, fuck, my shoulder hurts. And they went, oh, great. The Night Stalker is standing right over there, carrying fucking probably Abdullah's bags, you know? Like, I don't know who he was the gopher for, but he had to be somebody's gopher. And they went, great. Hey, guess what, Rick? Your fucking tag partner is the Night Stalker. And they wrestle Big Van Vader and fucking Mr. Hughes. And my favorite is they're walking to the ring and JR this has not been mentioned whatsoever, I don't believe, on TV. Yeah, Hughes and Vader work out together, so they'll be teaming in 92. Oh, really? That's fucking news to me. Yeah, he goes, yeah, they train a lot. They work out together and stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Harley Race is giving Vader pointers, which that becomes a fucking precursor to awesome shit that happens down the line. But yeah, that was like the most lazy like introduction to an alliance I've ever fucking seen in wrestling. It was just like, hey, these guys go together.
Scott Steiner's not hurt, right?
No, he wrestles later.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he tags with.
Oh, yep, I see him. He's in the next match. I totally overlooked his name because then I thought I saw him in the final. I thought I saw him in the Battlebowl, but I'm like, I didn't see him here. I'm done. Firebreaker Chip and Scott Steiner defeating Arachnaman and Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah.
Arachnaman is definitely one that gets my head shaking every single fucking time.
It's just a classic example of don't ever let those motherfuckers that worked in WCW at the time try to tell you about realism in this business, okay? Fucking the Arachnaman was a thing, and I didn't realize that he stuck around as long as he did. He's been here since like August. I swear to God, August was the first time I saw this idiot, and he was beating Doug Summers, which poor guy.
Doug Summers. I don't know who to root for here, guys. Arachnaman, Doug Summers. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, who knows? Scott Steiner kills Arachnaman. I'm so shocked. So him and Firebreaker in the fucking Battle Royal. I mean, let's just thank the gods on that one. And then during that match, JR just straight up just shows their hand and goes, oh, and by the way, the final four names, I don't know who's teaming with who, but Steve Armstrong, PN News, Thomas Rich, and Ron Simmons. We're going to see a combination of those guys later. Like,
they'll figure it out, sure, by the time we get to the ring.
And the way he says it is so depressing. They're the last four men left in the locker room, as if there's been this fucking murder that's went on all night, and they're the only four guys left in WCW.
It's such an odd thing too, because I mean, just looking at this last match, it's Ron Simmons and Thomas Rich together, and they defeat PN News and Steve Armstrong.
Yeah,
and you would just think, like, at this point, the way they're kind of blowing smoke up PN News' ass, you'd want him in the Battle Royal at the end. Like, why wouldn't you make that Ron Simmons and PN News? Nobody wants to see Tommy Rich. Like, it's just so many weird things. You're just like, no, like, PN News is who you want there. You want a big fat guy in the Battle Royal.
Yeah. It's like ready-made. Nah, not in WCW. We got plans, brother. And the plan is the most contrived fucking Battle Royal in history, because it is not just a two-ring Battle Royal. No, it is a Battle Royal that begins in one ring and you get eliminated into the second ring. And that's
It wasn't until
ring.
when this started, I was like, I forgot how much I hated this fucking thing last year because they did it again. Yeah. So the idea is you have to dump a person from the first ring into the second ring. That eliminates them from the first ring.
Yeah.
So my question is, why do they keep throwing fuckers onto the ramp? Why are you even on that side of the ring? Like, just get over to the middle so you can throw people in the second ring. But they must have thrown 4 or 5 bodies onto the ramp. And I'm like, that accomplishes 0. It's just such an illogically formatted match. And I think that's why I didn't make notes. Like, this is just stupid. They're throwing everybody in a fucking ramp or throwing them over the side. Like, you can't even throw them to the floor over the rope by the railing. You got to throw them into the second ring. It's like, it's so fucking weird. It's so stupid.
Yeah. The only cool part about it, what you're saying about the ramp spots, is that is just Vader killing Steamboat on the ramp, which, hey, I'll take it, because to be honest, they probably didn't tell him that wasn't the deal, because there's another instance where he throws another guy over the top on the ramp and he's just looking around like, what?
They keep throwing people on the ramp. Yeah. It's just like, I mean, literally, with the bodies at the floor, and the ramp is like, the ramp sounds like it hurts.
Oh,
because it's not a far fall, but it's like hard and it's like sudden.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I think Vader just like eliminates 5 people onto the ramp, or so he thinks, and then he's like, oh, okay. Sorry, I'm used to Japan, guys. We actually have like logic over there.
Yeah, we actually beat the fuck out of each other over there. Sorry. They kill each other. It's cool. There's also a thing where Simmons and Luger fight again, and I'm like, oh right, the angle you guys dropped. They had a really good match at Halloween Havoc, and then you guys just dropped it. What the fuck was that? You know?
But I guess this is kind of wild, huh? Because it's been a year now. I'm guessing it's only been a year, because it was Danny and Sid, right? And they were at the end, and they're supposed to wrestle, and they were like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And walked off with the money. So it's like, is that only a year ago those two were here? That makes me sad.
Probably. Yeah. Well, yeah,
I miss Danny and Sid.
Yeah, that was like a fucking, oh fuck, I don't even remember now. God, you're right.
Yeah, but this is when it happened here. I'm like, oh, I forgot how much I hated this stupid ass match. This is so dumb.
It's really dumb until the end, because what ends up happening is just like you said, it's contrived as fuck. But then at the end of the thing, Luger eliminates Vader last from ring 1, which is like unbelievable. You just like built this guy, and I get Lex as your champ. But like, let's just say he's not long for this company. So did you really need to do that? Granted, the way it all ends is great and it works out. That's just like my old school annoying, I'm like, fuck man, really? Did Vader need that? Why is he even in this? But anyway, the final 4 in the second ring are Stunning Steve, Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, and Sting. And there's this cool like thing where you're like, fuck, the Dangerous Alliance has this thing won. It's going to be crazy. They're working with fucking Luger, so that'll probably just be a fucking deal. And then they miscommunicate. Rude eliminates Steve on accident. He's like, no shit. But then fucking Steamer's like, oh no, fuck you. I'm going to head scissor you over the top. It's awesome. Rude's eliminated. And then Rude doing the great heel move, which I always loved in Rumbles too. Not so fast, bitch, as you're skinning the cat, and then pulls him down with him. Sting wins the second ring. And you're like, oh man, that's cool. And that's a great little Easter egg for their feud that goes into like late summer of 92 for the US title. And then we get Sting and Luger finally one-on-one. And this is where I'll say, why wasn't this just a fucking world title main event at Starrcade 91? Like, let's just
no.
It's like, man, it didn't get really awesome till the end here, and then it really didn't really get awesome till Sting and Luger like one-on-one. Why we thought, I guess maybe in Dusty's mind he wanted to put over Super Brawl, because you can tell it's very clearly, it's Roman numeraled, which he's doing that against Mania, right? Like, I'm not stupid. I know how Dusty thinks. I've seen enough Dusty products.
It's Starrcade. It's the granddaddy of them all.
I know, and that's my thing.
The buy rate was a 1.
Yeah.
And I guess here's my thing. If you were trying to get people at home to shell out 30 or 40 bucks, it is probably better to advertise Luger versus Sting in the main event, as opposed to, we don't know what the fuck's going to happen either.
It's weird.
Check it out.
Yeah.
See how it works out. We don't know either. Like, we don't know who's going to be in this. We don't know anything. And so it just seems like a really weird way to try to get people to give you their money. And a clash, I can get that kind of a concept, but that's just way too much of a gamble of what the fuck am I? I mean, I don't trust you guys when you put your cards together.
No.
Now you're telling me you're fucking freestyling this shit?
Yeah. Or like, okay, we've been hearing about these fucking Omni shows that rule. Where are those at? You know, like, we had Liger and Pillman on Christmas Day. Why wasn't that on Starrcade? We had, like, what was the other one? I think it was like fucking Rude and Sting for the US.
Yeah, no, it's
oh my god.
Nah.
It's crazy.
That's you don't want that to what people are paying money for. Come on now.
Yeah, what are we doing here? Fucking stupidity. Like I said though, Sting and Luger, once it was those final 2, I put it down as probably one of the best final 2s of a Battle Royal Rumble ever. This is very memorable to me in my mind for whatever reason as a kid. And I obviously didn't watch this live, I was 2, but like in like renting tapes and shit, this definitely came into my purview. Probably like a best of Sting, because I don't think I've ever watched the whole show till now. And it's very memorable. Like the final stretch of Sting, like he misses the Stinger splash and he's hung out to dry, and like how he comes back. Like this is structured very well at the end, but like the means to that end was rough.
Yeah. And yeah. So if you had the audience knowing this is where we're getting to, they might be more willing to go for that ride. Because we've been edging this fucking Sting, the Lex thing for a year and a half, it feels like at this point. So it's like,
yeah,
just fucking give it to people already. Fucking nothing going on.
Nothing. It's, oh God. It's just like the weirdest thing. This is now 3 years in a row where WCW/NWA has cucked themselves of their biggest show of the year. Because in 89, they did the Iron Man Iron Team tournaments. So that was a fucking weird thing that didn't end up being shit. 90 was the Pat O'Connor International Tag fuckwad deal. We also had the Black Scorpion stupidity looming. So it was just a mess. I mean, you know, Doom against Barry and Arn for the tag belts was great. That's about it. And now we have this Battle Bowl thing. And you've got great shit going on. You got Liger coming in. You got Vader finally full-time coming in. Marcus Alexander Bagwell. But, like, you got shit going on. And we're just, like, squandering the fuck out of it. Like, man. As the kids say, do better.
Half the stuff is good and half the stuff is awful.
It's god-awful. It's not getting better either, by the way. Do you want to see this Clash lineup coming up?
I'm giving that, not the dark match, but giving that first match, like, that sounds cool.
Oh, yeah. Big Van Vader and Mr. Hughes against the Steiners to open the show. Unbelievable.
Like, okay. You got me. It's like, you know, for the first match, okay, that sounds like a good opener for me.
Even the first half of this next match, I'm like, I see what you're doing. You're putting the young guys together. I think you're trying here. Flying Brian and Marcus Alexander Bagwell teaming. All right, that's fine. Against the Tailor-Made Man, he's called now, and Tracy Smothers. So I guess Steve said, fuck you. I guess he's gone. I don't know what happened there. Steve Armstrong got fucked over. I don't know. He's donezo. So Tracy's just sort of hanging out. I don't think it's going to work out for him. And then we have a barn burner here. Johnny B. Bad against Richard Morton. Just singles. Just nothing going on. Cold. Just let's see what you can do, guys.
Guys, you got 3.5 minutes.
Definitely.
Go make some magic.
Yeah. Diamond Dallas Page against PN News. Everyone's been waiting for that one. Got it. non-ironically, a match I'm very interested to see is next here. Falls Count Anywhere, Cactus against Van Hammer. With as good as the fucking last Clash match they had was, adding no DQ to it might be something. At least he can beat the fuck out of the Greenhorn.
It's the second longest match on the show.
Oh, that may not be good. We may not need that.
Over 10, slightly over 10 minutes. You know, it's good though if it's like 5 minutes of Cactus just like fucking
Screaming,
applying like nipple shockers or something like that.
Yeah, caning himself in the fucking head till he.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good 5 minute use of that time, or the 10 minutes.
Big Josh and Brad Armstrong, Arachnaman apparently Dunzo as well. Sorry, spoiler. Against the Freebirds. That might actually be a good match just because the Freebirds are the Freebirds. But the problem is they're baby faces. Well, who knows? Maybe next week they won't be. Yeah, they've been fucking super baby faces. Yeah.
Well, no. What I'm saying is because they're going against Big Josh is what I'm saying.
Oh, great point.
So unless
I guess
he's
awesome,
dude, they're Freebirds. Yeah. You cannot stick an alignment on
them. They're free as birds.
And this bird you cannot chain.
Fuck, man. Speaking of breaking chains, we got a gimmick change here. Thomas Rich against the newly minted Vinny Vegas. Oz is no more. Hey, that's.
I mean, something. It's at least encouraging that they're like, hey, this really big guy seems like he may be talented. Yeah. They can't give him a gimmick to save their lives, but at least it seems like they understand there's talent there.
It's better than being named after a fictional geographic location. We got a 6-man here. Barry Windham.
Now you're right. Now he's an actual physical location.
Yeah.
Vinny Vegas.
Baby. We didn't even mention Barry Windham just randomly returned in the TV before Starrcade, and they explicitly said, well, it's great seeing Barry Windham here, but he's not going to be cleared for Starrcade. So they wasted TV time on him coming back and saving Dustin and Ricky Steamboat for nothing. They literally could have left it in the can. Mind you, their TV is all taped here. They could have just sat on that. No, we're going to have Barry come back and sit there at the pay-per-view. He's nowhere. They don't mention his fucking name on the pay-per-view. But hey, Clash and Topeka, brother, we're calling your name now. You're semi-main. We need you in the 6.
We know you love Kansas.
Yeah. Come on, baby. We need that 3.7 fucking TV rating. He's teaming with Dustin Rhodes and Ron Simmons against Arn, Bobby, and Larry Z, the Cruncher. And of course, Paulie is in the corner. And then I don't know what the fuck happened for this main event to be this main event. Because I'm looking at this, and yes, it rules on paper. Fuck yeah. Anytime I see these 4 guys together, great. But what happens on TV to warrant the main event of the Clash to be Ricky Steamboat, who, as of us being aware of things, is one half of the world tag champs with Dustin, teaming with Sting against Rick Rude and Steve Austin? Okay.
That is a good point, because you would think if you're the Dangerous Alliance, you'd say, no, we don't want Sting. Get me Dustin over here. We would like the title match. Thank you.
Yeah. It's fucking weird, man. I don't know what's going on.
That's always weird. No, we have tag champs. What should we do? Let's put them in separate matches. Separate tag team matches. Perfect.
Yeah, why not? And then, of course, as I mentioned, I will do my due diligence. We will find the Thunder Cage 91 match to also review because, well, these TVs get a little depressing to fucking have to go through. So we'll replace that with one of the TVs. That's what I've just decided, because I don't want to fucking... No, we're not doing this. We don't deserve this. You know what I mean? We deserve to have
better
lives. The
world's tough right now. We deserve better.
Exactly. So I will do that. Wait, what? This Clash is the debut on WCW of one Jesse the Body Ventura. I just saw that. He's
Nice.
listed as on commentary. Love Jesse and Tony as commentary, by the way, because I don't know. I just always thought that they worked very well together. I know Jesse and Jim hated each other, which shocker there, huh?
I think I know whose side I'm probably on.
Yeah, I think I know who I'm with. And strangely enough, it's with the guy that had a conspiracy theory television show not too long ago. So that tells you all you need to know about these days. That's all I got. It was a fucking cluster and a half. The end of 91, fucking good riddance. 92 WCW is incredible. One of the best years of all time for WCW, just kind of not panned, but just sort of universally praised as such. And of course, we've got Bill Watts coming in soon. We got Kip Fry's very, very limited era. It's strange times going down, but we've survived 91. I don't know if you have anything else to add. I feel like, Jesus, what else is there?
We didn't thrive, but we survived.
We survived.
I mean, that's all you can ask for.
That's all you can do. As usual, Jim's got the best handle in the history of the internet, the JIMDB, everywhere that matters. And then I Am Trouble's Res, everywhere, just in general, not really even the places that matter. I'm everywhere. Yeah. So until next time, stay warm, since 2/3 of America is under ice and snow right now. You and I dodged that bullet, because we moved to the fucking, you moved to where there's nothing, and I moved to where there's just humidity.
You and I were bitching about snowbirds.
Oh,
we're like, I hate when traffic gets bad.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Hey, I'll be honest, even though you motherfuckers are freezing to death, please don't move to Florida. And I think Jim can safely say, don't go to fucking his state either. Fuck you guys. Right? Unless
you're cool. If you're a shitbag, then no, we don't need any more. We don't need any more of you guys.
But if you're a snowbird, you're probably not cool. But until next time, be safe. Like that's an important thing to say right now. Be safe, be warm, and be good. Be good, because you never know. You might have to watch a whole lot of fucking WCW in one day. And nobody needs that. See you later.